Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This video is the week 1 update for the second sample I've collected from Alpine Pond. I have some very exciting things to cover in this video too, and got some really cool shots of microorganisms. To start though, I held off on transferring the sample into a glass jar as I didn't want to disturb the actual contents of the ecosphere just yet. I wanted to make sure that nothing about the sample was changed in any way and just let it ease into being in a now enclosed space. When it came to actual microscope shots, I was pleasantly surprised to find multiple of these guys all around the surface of the ecosphere. One thing I will note, however, is that compared to the original Alpine Pond ecosphere, this sample had no snails, few daphnia, little to no copepods, and overall, a greatly decreased number of microorganisms, something that almost definitely came as a result of the sample having a higher temperature than the first sample. This would prevent a lot of microorganisms I saw originally from being present in this new sample, because they likely weren't made to adapt quick enough to rapidly changing environments, dying off. However, there were a couple of these organisms, very separated and spread out. They appear to have a large mouth that also acts as a suction cup towards the front middle of their head. I also spotted a couple daphnia and copepods, but there were barely any of them, and it was pretty hard to get footage of them. When it comes to identifying these microorganisms, I'm pretty sure that these guys are either a copepods or didinium. The two look very similar and behave quite similar too, but at the same time, however, the motion of this microorganism is very strange and almost worm-like, while copepods and didinium are very slow and they definitely do not move in a kind of segmented manner like this guy does. Now, maybe it's something else entirely, but I'm pretty sure it'd be one of those two. It fits the general description as well as looks like them too. However, the only difference is that this microorganism seems to have almost a worm-like small segment surrounded by a larger circular tissue sort of thing. So I think with more time, I'll be more confident in my classification of this guy. Overall, there was definitely much less life here than the first sample from Alpine Pond, something that's very concerning. Who knows though, maybe some random organisms will pop up with time, just as the snails did in the first ecosphere. However, I feel like it's pretty telling that these are the only microorganisms I was able to actually spot. Here's another one. This one was much larger than the couple ones that I was showing beforehand. And evidently, these guys are thriving. They're able to survive and grow pretty rapidly, even in the now harsher environment. But the fact that there's so little daphnia and barely any copepods compared to the first ecosphere is really kind of telling, because they were everywhere. So I guess something very drastically changed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to be on the lookout for more updates very soon.